there. Come on to...
Back at Talladega Superspeedway, caution once again. Eric Almirola, the Tampa, Florida native, has had contact with his Joe Gibbs Chevrolet. And yes, the yellow flag waves for the 6th time today, with just 15 laps to go here at Talladega. Right side of your screen, watch the 20 car. And right behind him is Ward Burton as his car goes around and goes up across the racetrack. Great job by Bobby Labonte in the 77 to miss him, but he does have contact with the concrete.
Yeah, you can see as they were coming through the corner there that things were kind of stacking up. Everybody looked like they were kind of settling in for a few laps, single file down on the bottom, but they got to jamming up. And before it was over, Ward Burton was getting hit from behind, and then he got into the 20 car.
Clear high, clear high.
That's another one of those cases to where it's really, don't know that you can say it's anybody's fault. It's just everybody's running into each other. Mike Bliss in the 22 is behind Ward Burton, and they're all just hitting each other in the corner. And, you know, I've said it many times before, if we're going to run into each other in the corners, things are probably going to happen.
On board here is the David Rudeman onboard camera for the Aaron's Dream machine.
Stay low, stay low. All right, good job.
Well, how valuable are spotters here to help you when all that smoke is billowing in front of your windshield to be able to trust what you're hearing. All right, pit road is open. There are 15 laps to go in the field behind the pace car now as work continuing on the 20 car as the crew down there trying to be able to get that car repaired. Dave Rogers and company. And will anyone make an entry on the pit road?
I don't think you'll see anybody come in unless it's towards the back of the pack, because these guys got plenty of fuel to make it to the end. Handling and tires not an issue, so we'll see. Some of these guys may come in at the back, and we see some of them ducking down back there, and you know, it wouldn't hurt. I mean, you don't lose anything by coming in if you're at the back part of the field like these guys.
Here's Bobby Hamilton Jr. in the McDonald's car, 35, the 17, Danny O'Quinn. There's Montoya, who has led 5 laps today on an oval as they come down at 55 miles per hour. And Dave, he is headed to you.
And Juan Pablo didn't necessarily want to give up all the track position, but he said, guys, I stood on the brakes as hard as I could. I flat spotted all 4 tires. So they're going to make just a slight chassis adjustment. The car was getting a little bit tough to turn in traffic for Juan Pablo, and they'll change those 4 tires. Good to the end from here, and a very good race car still. Bumper damage on the front, but Juan Pablo's car very good all the way around in terms of its body, and that could help him win here at Talladega.
All right, thank you very much. We have 25 cars on the lead lap, 25 contenders to win this thing with 14 laps to go. Once again, the yellow coming out moments ago for contact, and the 20 car of Almirola spins up across the track and contacts the concrete. Back at Talladega Superspeedway, take a look at the all-time win leaders in NASCAR Busch Series history. 26 years of racing. Mark Martin, who is not in this race today, 47 all-time wins. The Iron Man, Jack Ingram, just inducted into the Hall of Fame here this weekend, International Motorsports Hall of Fame, second on that list at 31. And now Kevin Harvick, who has a chance to keep adding on that. He is still active in this race at 27 wins, including the season-opening race in Daytona. And there's a look at Kevin Harvick in second position. He came all the way from 31st starting spot to win at Daytona. He is the reigning NASCAR Busch Series champion with 9 wins a year ago. And the 99 car, as you heard Jerry Baxter telling Andy Petrie, they got a very good ride. Could be a factor here in the late laps, as does the 90 car. Give a call to Steve Light and the Robert Yates machine.
We see a lot of cars between Tony Stewart and these guys to the front, but I don't think it'll be much trouble for them to get up through there. We got 13 laps to go, and it's liable to be a pretty exciting finish, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, we've got some young guys that have done a terrific job. We got David Reagan up in 3rd. Kyle Krisaloff has been up in at least the top 15 all day, and he sits in 5th right now. And as Jerry was pointing out, Stephen Light, young man, I think he's 20 years old, in that City Financial Ford out of Robert Yates' stables, has done just a terrific job here today. He got a lap down earlier in the race, got that back, and finds himself up in the top 20 right now.
There's a look at Stephen out of Asheville, North Carolina. And he finished 8th at Nashville this year, his top 10 finish. And there you see the progression But you can never count the Robert Yates cars out at Talladega, as DJ, you can attest to.
That's exactly right. Yeah, a lot of horsepower under that hood. Doug Yates does a fantastic job, obviously. I was fortunate to utilize that horsepower for a lot of years. And I think Steven, he seems to be a little bit better here, being able to come maybe from the back, going towards the front. And he's only got 13 laps to go, so we'll see what happens.
Some of the NASCAR Busch Series friends, part of a crowd of just over 100,000 here at Talladega Superspeedway. 13 laps to go. Let's listen in to the drivers and spotters as we go full throttle.
Get ready. Be ready. Get ready. Be ready. Stay ready. Ready. Green flag. Green flag. Green flag. Clear all around. They're all good. All clear. Radiator fan off. Half back. 22 slow on the bottom. You see him on the line. Still all clear. You have the 77 with you. Single file back to about 10.
Right now it's broke away pretty
good. Carry on with that. Clear by one. Get by these other clear by half. Looking outside there. Clear the bottom. Clear to 28. 77 clear. Together, they got a gap of about 8 feet. Clear by half behind. Single file. That's the end of the bottom. You see him. Clear. There's a little out. Clear. Clear. Outside at your door. The red 22 up here does not clear, so he's slow on the start. He'll probably still be bogged down when he get there. You're all clear. Two back to anything. There you go. One inside there, clear by two behind you.
Line's rolling on the top side out here.
All right, 6 cars on the bottom of the racetrack in the bottom line. And I guess DJ and Andy, what you got to watch is that second line beginning to form up high, and these guys try to get together and draft toward the front.
Yeah, we've seen that all day long at the outside lane. After they run a lap or two, starts to get some momentum, and these guys running the bottom, they're doing a real good job with it right now, but they got to keep one eye peeled on that top side.
Yeah, you know, they've run 106 laps now, and they're pretty much out of patience. It's time to go. They realize this is their chance to win, and literally any of these guys in the top 20 could win this race. So they're not giving much ground right now. They're going to find where they can go the fastest. They'll get them to the front.
Excuse me, they had patience when the race started? Is that what you're saying?
Like, yeah, they were supposed to,
okay.
And most of them were trying to show that. But we see them fanning out here now. This is going to be a very exciting finish, and Casey Mears has a fast car, but he's going to have a hard time holding these guys back.
Yeah, we saw the 9 car almost like he got shot out of line or pushed out of line right there on the backstretch.
All right, this beautiful panoramic view of this race at Talladega, courtesy of the fine folks at Goodyear, helping NASCAR fans get to the finish line for the past 25 years. And what a finish we should have here at Talladega. Casey Mears trying to hold on right in front of Kevin Harvick. It's a pair of Chevrolets and a great run by David Reagan, rookie driver, who set on the pole at Texas, got his first top 5, and now is hoping to be able to get a shot at getting his first Busch Series win. He's in the 6 car. Last week's winner, the 2, that is Clint Boyer.
It's been all fun and games up to this point, but these guys here now got 10 laps to go. And I'll tell you, they're not going to be playing games now. They're going to be playing for keeps.
Okay, here comes the high line, the 60. Top of your screen, that's Carl Edwards, Casey Kane behind him, the Dodge of Sorensen, then Montoya, as this line now begins to pedal their way up toward Casey Mears.
Yeah, Casey Mears is going to have to play some defense now if he's going to keep this lead. He'll have to watch that mirror, and that car's moving around behind him. He's going to have to keep those guys lined up right behind him.